Wilders, we are about to witness this beautiful puppy dog save the lives of 2 other dogs in around 10 minutes. Don't believe me? Well, follow me. Let's go, Zenzi. Taking your pet to the vet usually means they're sick and in need of medical attention. But this vet, Peter Chitty, calls upon dogs and cats to help his animal patients by donating blood.
Blood donation is really important to us, and having dogs willing like Zinzi to come and give blood is great because she can help a number of dogs get better. A dog like Zinzi will probably be able to save the life of about 2 dogs. And the reason that we'd use a blood product would be if we've had other dogs that have been hit by cars or had blood loss from surgery, a bit like people, we'll give them blood products to help them get better and recover. We don't actually need that much equipment to take a blood sample. First thing we do is we make sure that her neck's all nice and clean. So we take it from just underneath Zinzi's neck and we put sterile gloves on and clean the area so that there's no contamination. Then we get a bag with a needle in it, with a needle on the end of it, and we pop that needle into her neck and we get the blood sample that way. So you don't need too much. Quite often we'll need to sedate them just so that they're a little bit calmer. It's depending on the temperament of the animal.
Now, dogs and cats, they're quite small in stature, so being mindful of that, how much blood can you actually take from them?
Okay, depends on the size of the pet. Zinzi's about 20 kilos, so we can take about 400 mils of blood from her. The actual blood collection bags are about the same as that they use for people, and they collect about 450. So even a large dog, we can get 450 mils of blood off them. The cats are a bit different, obviously, because they're all small, and we can probably get about 60 mils of blood from your average moggy.
Once the blood's been collected, it can be used straight away or stored for future use.
The blood we use here we keep whole, but there are some facilities where they can actually separate the blood. So it means that out of 1 bag of blood, we can get certainly save the lives of a couple of different animals by separating it off, and you get plasma which you can actually freeze and store for a long time, and you can actually keep red blood cells.
So when you've got a patient who needs blood, can you give them any dog or cat's blood, or do they have to be matched?
Depends on the species. I mean, just talking about dogs and cats, dogs, if they haven't had a blood transfusion before, so if it's the first time, it doesn't matter which dog we give them, we can give them anything. Cats are a bit different. We do need to actually match them up a bit like people to make sure that we give them the correct type of blood.
What sort of cat or dog would make a blood donor?
Okay, so they need to be a good temperament that's going to sit there and be happy to have a sample taken from them. They obviously need to be a healthy dog. We don't like really young ones or really old ones. We do a thorough health check with them and make sure everything's fine. They don't have any diseases that they're going to give to the recipient.
There is another reason why the health of an animal is checked before they make a blood donation. It also helps to ensure that they're fit enough to handle the procedure itself. Now, after humans donate blood, we're usually given biscuits and tea as a treat afterwards. Do dogs and cats get anything nice?
Yeah, we give them the first thing they'll get is they'll get some fluids, because obviously they've lost a whole lot of blood, so we normally put them on a drip so that they replenish that fluid. The other thing we'll do is put them in a nice warm cage and give them food and water so that they've got something to recuperate with. Okay,
now how often can dogs and cats donate blood?
Okay, you can probably do it once a month, but we certainly don't like doing that. At most, we'd probably take a blood sample once every 3 months, and we try and rotate it around so that the same dogs aren't getting used. So the longer the better, really.
So pretty much your pet can come in 4 times a year and help save the life of someone else's pet.
Help save multiple lives.